Ah, yeah, y'all come on in the building. Y'all already know what time it is. I'm out here. The tailgate experience.
Go back to here now. Need no love, all no love. We about to turn all the way up. We about to take some victory. Get some love, y'all. Let's go.
All right, all right, all
You
right.
know, keep pounding.
Keep pounding.
Let's
All
get it,
right.
y'all.
Woo! Let's get it. Let's get it. What do we got right here? Who in the house
City.
right here? All right.
Roll on up. A
All
happy
the way to
birthday to this one.
California. Y'all know what time it is. Monday Night Football don't get no better than this. I'm trying to tell you. Let's get it. All right. Who we got right here? Let's go. We got some areas. We got Wonder Woman right here. It's taking out. All right, what you call yourself? What you call yourself? Little Panther? Miss Panther? Panther List? All right. Miss Panther List? Like Virgin? All right. Yeah. Southeast Mountain. Let's get it. All right. Right here, y'all at Royal Lion Tailgate One. Oh, man. It's on. We told y'all we gonna give y'all that shit. And y'all know what's happening. All right.
Yo. Y'all already know what time it is. It's your boy Q, man. I'm in the building. Along with the newest host of the Tailgate Experience, man. I'd like to welcome y'all to the building. Talk to me, brother. How you living today?
Hey man, I go by MDJ, man. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah. MD Bryce is in the building. You
That's
talking
what that,
about
that
we going to get into it?
yeah, we damn sure is Q. That's what some of y'all like to call me, but like I said, you see it, MDJ. You call me what you want though. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Oh, man. Look, make sure before we get started, y'all come on in, comment, like, subscribe. Y'all already see the button right there at the very, very bottom. Do us that favor. Make this your home place and subscribe.
Do
Without
that.
further ado, look, we are here to
Do that.
talk top five quarterbacks right now, coming into college right now. Number one thing, we have a list already put together. I already got my guys. I already know how I feel. But I'm going to be nice today, and I'm going to let MDJ go first. How are
Oh,
you
you
feeling about the
is
top
me?
five quarterbacks? Oh, yes, on
Well,
you, Bubba.
well, you know my list is official. You know, yours official too, but this
Here
one
we
is
go.
official. You feel me? So this what we
Yeah.
rocking with right here. Yeah. Yeah, you want to do all five off the top, starting with one, or you want to go from the bottom, man? You want to build it up a little suspense?
Young Chisel from the bottom of the map. Yep, come
Hey,
on from the bottom.
yeah, all right. So I'm gonna just start. You want me to go all the way through, or you just want me to hit
Yes,
number
sir.
five?
From
Okay,
from 5 to 1. 5 to 1.
5-1. Okay. So coming out here, I do want to preface it this. I do think this quarterback class is decent. I think it's top heavy. I think my number one guy, generational. Number two, possible generational talent. He could be good. But number five, I do think he can have a decent career. Excuse boy, I got JJ McCarthy at Michigan. He won't ask to do too much, but the boy did show some flashes. He was clutch. I will give him that. That boy clutch. That boy made big throws when he was asked to, and he delivered. Ohio State national championship. That Alabama game was a classic. That boy made big time throws. I'm high on the fact that in pressure situations he show up. He doesn't show any signs of being nervous. The only knock I do have on him is the fact that he won't ask to do much. I think he throws a lot of passes with a lot of zip. I think he can work on his touch. But as far as his frame, 6'2", 6'3", I think he's gonna be all right, Q. Like I said, I'm not super high on him, but I think he can be a solid NFL starter. I do.
Got you on that. I respect that. I'm gonna let you have that one. No pushback on that one whatsoever.
No
Don't
pushback.
worry.
Okay.
It's coming. It's coming
So
though.
you want me to go ahead and go to number 4?
Yeah. Go ahead, hit me with
All
your
right.
number 4.
So number 4, this guy here, man. I ain't gonna lie. I started putting him at number 5. I really did. And I am on another show that you have, brother, saying that I don't think he's that great, but I will give him this. His arm talent is pretty much elite. I got Michael Penix. MPJ. Last of the Mohegans, I'm telling you, man, the NFL is getting away from them statue quarterbacks. Don't get me wrong, he athletic, but most of his work is gonna come in that pocket. I feel like he can make every throw, touch, zip, whatever you need, he can make every throw. I do think his game is dependent on his offensive line holding up. Now in Washington, he had them hogs in front of him, they blocked for him. In the NFL, he gonna need that. He will need that. I don't think he could just go anywhere and make it happen like he did in college. I mean, the boy, he threw for 4,000 yards. He was efficient. Like I said, he can make literally every throw. The only knock I got on him, don't get me wrong, he has athletic ability, but that's just not his game, Q. That's not his game. He can't get out the pocket. He can, but that's not his game. When he played Michigan, I saw when them guys get in his face a little bit, he can be rattled. But as far as that accuracy, ain't nobody questioning that on MPJ. So I got him at number 4.
Okay. Now I'm gonna give you a little bit of pushback here. I want to know, what does he look like without Jalen Polk, which was he's slated to be in the same draft, late 2nd round, early 3rd round. You also got Roman Dunze, which is a top 2, top 3 receiver in this entire draft. So they said the number one thing with your boy is that he's a deep ball specialist. Well, the number one thing is what does he look like when you don't have all world receivers out there making these plays out in the open field for him? I'm curious to see, because we saw him in the national championship. When it mattered the most, he could not deliver the ball down the field against that Michigan defense. All I'm saying is I like young Penix, but for young Penix to go to the next level, he has to go into the right situation for me. So I got him ranked lower than what you have him.
Okay. Well, he my number 4. Like I said, I started to put the boy at number 5. I'm not gonna lie. I was about to put him at 5, but I just think that arm talent in the right system, he could definitely flourish. And you're right, he did have a lot of weapons there, but what I see is the ball placement. The ball placement is there. He helped them guys too. He made it easy for them. And he do got Roman Dunze, who I think is a damn dog. I wish we could get him, but we can't. I wish we could get him. But
what you need him for? What you need him for? You got Mingo.
Oh, Mingo. Yeah, hey, look, man. Yeah, we got him. We do. But yeah, we got him. He here. We'll see. He here. He can jump, man. I don't know about when the ball in the air. He here. He's somewhere. He might be on the hill, but he here.
I'm looking for a receiver named Mango this year. All you see is the boy. You see, we repping our black and blue over here. Yeah, we looking for our boy to come through this year. Come on, Mango.
Hey, look, man, I ain't giving up. We ain't talking about it too much, but I ain't giving up on them boys, man. I'm gonna have some grace with them, but damn it, he ain't showed me shit, Q. But I'm gonna go ahead and go to number 3, man. I'm gonna talk about these damn quarterbacks. I ain't going down that rabbit hole with you. We do that later, though. We'll do that later.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So number 2 and 3, I was gonna switch these boys to. I got Jaden Daniels, man, Heisman Trophy winner. I do. I got Jaden Daniels. I'm gonna tell you why. It's raw talent, right? It's raw talent. That boy has some weapons around him, and he delivered. I mean, 4,000 yards in the air. He got 50 total touchdowns this year. 40 of them was passing. But as far as design quarterback runs, which a lot of this NFL stuff is going to them RPO systems, he can release the ball quick, and he can drive the ball downfield. Just pure playmaker. Like I said, it's a raw talent, but I know a lot of NFL systems is going towards that, Q. He don't fumble a lot. Even though he do run a lot, he don't fumble a lot. And like I said, he can deliver the ball down the field. You get him a weapon, Brian Thomas Jr., that boy, he attacking you downfield. Deep, and he can run that motherfucker, Q.
I'm a little concerned about his size at quarterback. And this is why I say that. Yes, he has the height, the requisite height. He's there. He's
He
6'4", but he just need to put a sandwich in his ass. And I'm 210 pounds. He looked like he about 180, 190, really. I'm worried about him taking a hit. And when I say a hit, I mean the hit. And if he's able to bounce back at 6'4" and be able to take the beating of the NFL, he's gonna be a good player. I'm just worried about him getting folded up. I like him. Not enough to put him in my top though, but I like him.
I feel you. So he not in your top 5 at all, Q?
No.
When you go, we gonna talk about that. But I got the boy number 3, man. And what you're saying about his size is valid. Now he do have the height and he is thin frame, but I be looking at Lamar. Lamar damn near. Lamar can't slide, but Lamar get his ass down, and I see Jaden Daniels do that a lot. I kind of compare him. He's not as strong. He don't run into contact a lot like Jalen Hurts, but I think his game in a system like what they run Jalen Hurts in, I think he could excel, man. But a lot of the NFL is going towards that. Like I said, the days of them statue quarterbacks is damn near gone. Like I said, I think MPJ probably the last person drafted high that's of that mold. Just my opinion. But yeah, I got Jaden Daniels number 3, man. Raw talent, I know. He like I said, man, I'm gonna be real with you. 3 to 5, I'm not that high on these guys. I do think they could be NFL starters 4-5 years, but I'm not that high on them. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now the top 2, they might could be something. Number 1 for sure is something, but number two, I got Drake May. Drake May, 6'4", 225, somewhere around 220, 230, 225, somewhere around there. He's somewhere around there. Went up the street, North Carolina University. He prototype, 6'4", nothing to question there really. Elite arm talent, can drive that damn ball down the field. He's another who had a couple playmakers over the seasons. Downs, Tez Walker. I like Tez Walker too. As far as making plays down the field, he got that. Intermediate passing, can throw it touch, can throw it power. And he's more athletic than they give him credit for too. Young, 21 years old, coming in, he might be 22. He could definitely grow, but it ain't too many questions about Drake May. Just in my opinion, ain't too many questions about Drake May. I think he's the second best quarterback in his class, and I think you would agree with that. You gonna agree with that, right, Q? I think you could agree with that.
He is the great Drake May, is what we call him. But I'm going to get to him when I get. He's the great Drake May for a reason. The guy like that.
That's all I got to say. He like that, but man, I watched him lose a lot of games he's supposed to won, man. And I don't just attribute that to him. Tar Heels, man, they lose a lot of leads. I say that. I don't attribute that to him. The ACC was a good conference this year. I don't attribute it all to him. But and he'll the only knock, and it ain't even a knock. It's just because I think his arm is like that. He will try to force a couple passes in there here and there, and I think that could get him in trouble at the next level. But you get that boy in the right hands, man. He could be one of the talents of the league, man. Not gonna say generational like I'm gonna say my boy at number 1, but he's gonna be very good, damn good.
Boy, I tell you, boy.
Damn good.
Okay, I'm gonna let you have that one.
Yeah.
Whew, Lord have mercy.
And I'm gonna keep it real with you, Q. I damn near wanted to scrap everything and just go straight to number 1 because I feel strong about this boy. I had a feeling about a certain player last year named CJ, and I almost got this same feeling about this guy right here, man. I'm telling you, man, Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams. Hell, the great Caleb Williams.
That's how you feel. The great Caleb Williams. Go ahead. I give you your own mold for that one.
Oh yeah, for sure. Give me the ISO, man. Give me the ISO. I got the rock. No, I'm not appreciate it. Hey, look, this boy that gave you 2 seasons of nothing but heat at the quarterback position. I'm gonna tell you this. They say his size may be an issue, right? Well, let me tell you something. That boy's 6 foot. He's everything that we was told Bryce Young was gonna be this year. That's what Caleb Williams is. Decision making, He got that. As far as the throws, he can make every damn throw in that damn field. And as far as his athleticism, they don't give him enough credit for it. You go back and watch that boy when he was at damn Oklahoma with Lincoln. The boy came in, the guy from, I think it was Rattler, Spencer Rattler. This boy comes in the game, and this boy show you athleticism, and he show you then he can make every single throw. When he went to USC, he went to another level, Q. He went to another level. And when I say he can make every throw, the boy can make every throw. I know a lot of people don't like how he act, his attitude, his father. He a diva. You damn right. He all of that. He all
Okay.
Of that. But as far as
All
his
right.
damn talent, don't question that. That's one thing you ain't got to question. And I tell you what, I want my quarterback to have some damn confidence. I don't want him in the damn locker room talking about some super after the game and shit. I want that motherfucker to go up there, perform, and pop his shit. And that's what the hell Caleb Williams do, man. As far as numbers, I could give you a lot of numbers. It ain't no need, man. You seen what the hell the boy did his Heisman year. And last year, yeah, they lost a few games. Don't get me wrong. Jaden Daniels unanimous. I understand that. It's very rare QB go back to back, but damn it, I felt like he could have did it. Could have did it. If the team was like it was, he could have did it. I just think he's special, Q. I think he's special, man.
I think I had enough of this right here. I'm already, but I feel like I almost vomited just now hearing this. Now,
Yeah, man.
Granted, Caleb Williams is America's sweetheart. He, like you said, he reminds you of another quarterback. Well, guess what? He puts me in the mind of Bryce Young, the way how the media has jumped behind him. Now, let's be real. The boy has talent, but I watched him with one of the best O-lines. Oregon, the only O-line that was this good was Oregon last year. You had Oregon and USC with two of the top O-lines in the country. And I watched this boy scramble out, hold that ball a lot, and improvise and try to make plays that weren't necessarily – you didn't have to do that. But we watched him do it. It put me so much in the mind of Bryce Young. It's almost scary like watching Caleb Williams play, because I said to myself, I don't like his style of play. I don't like you can do this in college football and get away with it. It's like I said, it's identical to Bryce Young, what we saw, scrambling and getting out of the pocket, trying to make plays, waiting around, thinking you have all day to make a play. You don't have that same time in the NFL. It's not going to translate like people think it will. Just watch. We just saw this with Bryce. It's not going to work here. But that's my only knock. I can't stomach it.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I know Goat don't like it. I know a couple people we parlay with don't like it. But I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. The offensive line, I don't think it's as good as you saying it was. I saw a lot of pressure in that boy's face, but he could deliver the damn ball. He could deliver that damn ball.
When you hold on the ball as much as Caleb Williams did last year, of course you're going to have pressure in your face. Once again, like I told you with Bryce, he was the most hit quarterback in college football. He was the most hit quarterback in the NFL. All because you waiting for stuff to open up. You're looking down the field, trying to make lemons out of lemonade. Instead of you just formulate the play as it's supposed to go, be able to make a move out of the pocket and make a play from the pocket. That's what you should be doing as a quarterback, making plays from the pocket. Not every time you look, they want to scramble out to try to beat somebody down the field. Bro, that is not going to work in the NFL.
Q, I hear you, and I think it's valid. I'm not going to sit and say what you're saying ain't valid, bro. But all I'm saying is this. The comparison to Bryce Young, in my opinion, that shit it is that, but I think he's everything Bryce is supposed to be. I just feel strongly about that. I don't think he had overpowered weapons like some of these quarterbacks, but he still made it happen. Like I said, that Heisman season, that was the one, Q. Last year, pretty good, but that Heisman season, that was the one, Q.
Look, Bryce Young won a Heisman and the world went crazy. Caleb Williams won a Heisman. Now his daddy wants stakes into a whole franchise. It's a turnoff for me. But I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to start my list. I'm going to get to it as I do, because I know my list is a little bit upsetting. But coming in number 5, it's that guy, Michael Penix Jr. And I know you were going to say, well, damn, Q, you're going to put him all the way at number 5? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm gonna be real. 4,900 passing yards, 36 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. The cat was nice, but like I keep saying, my number one question with him: what does he look like without those two all-world receivers that's going to be over there, Roman Doomsday and Jalen Pope? What is he going to look like without those guys? His completion percentage, even with them, is 65%. Now we watched another quarterback, and this is how I'm gonna parlay into my number 4 guy. We watched another quarterback with similar weapons have a more efficient year. Number 4 for me, Bo Nix from Oregon. The cat had 45. Yes, sir. He made the list. 4,500 yards, 45 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, a 77 completion rate. And this guy was his quarterback rating was 188. Perfect. The guy was damn near perfect. Now I know a lot of people say he's a system guy, he's a system quarterback. Look, if you have a particular system that's catered more to vertical down the field, you want to throw the ball, this is the guy for you. And like I said, you can't say the level of competition wasn't there. He played at Oregon. He went up against the best, the USCs of the world. He went up against, like I said, quality talent, and he was giving them the business. That's all I'm saying.
I can't argue with that. Bo Nix started to make the list. He did, man. I was more so projecting as far as on the NFL scale. I think only thing I say, I think he get happy feet a little bit, but and the accuracy is all over the place at times. But when you give me them numbers and that rating, I ain't got no leg to stand on. I'm gonna give you that one because I can't argue with the numbers. Numbers don't lie. Now I will say this: it can be inflated in college with weapons, and that boy had a couple damn weapons over there in Oregon as well, and he did lose to number 5 on your list. So just keep that in mind. That's all. I'm gonna give you that one. I'm gonna give you that one. You got numbers to back it up.
5 is Penix. 4 is Bo. 3 won the national title. J.J. McCartney. Okay. You can't overlook winning the national title. 22 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Led the entire conference in QBR. He was the most efficient quarterback in all of college football last year. 6'2", 220 pounds. The guy is as serviceable as it gets. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to J.J. McCartney, the number one thing you look at, he had the O-line, he had the running game, he had the receiver, Roman Wilson. He had everything that he needed. And a lot of people like to put him in the box in the category. He's another system guy. I'm under the impression is you do what you were asked to do. And he was not asked to come out and be a all-world passer. You saw it in the national championship game. The run game was going with DeJuan Edwards. I mean, not was it DeJuan Edwards? Yeah, with Edwards.
That's the backup. You got Edwards and Corum, but yeah.
And Corum. The run game was there. There was no need for him to go out and try to pass for 300 yards. He took what the game gave him. And that's the number one thing about him. He's efficient. He does what he's supposed to do. He has the ability to turn it on and turn it off in the middle of the game. I love him because he is the ultimate game manager. If you're looking for a quarterback in this draft that can manage a game, it's this guy. Number 3 for me.
And I ain't got no problem with that either, man. Like I said, I feel like it's top heavy, but the only thing with JJ, man, the numbers ain't there, but he was not asked to do much. But he got something a lot of them other cats ain't got. And that's the damn championship. Yeah, he got that. He got that.
Ring me. All right, at number 2, and I'm gonna put this in full perspective. I know y'all gonna chew my ass up for this, but Caleb Williams is my number 2 quarterback because simply, I'm gonna be real with you. I know y'all saying, what the hell? How you skip over Jayden Daniels? He's my honorable mention. Like I said, he won a Heisman. He was special, but for me, sure. I said that size plays a big and when I say once again a big deal to me and what I'm looking for when I rate my quarterbacks. Jayden Daniels to me, like I said, at 6'4", he'll be in the honorable mentions. He'll be outside of 5 for me. But And let's be real. The only reason why he ascended the way he did is because he won that Heisman. Let's be real. That's the only reason why he moved up.
Yeah. It's a recent surge for him. It's a recent surge for him.
Yeah, it's a popularity contest. But I give you this. He won the popularity contest this year. Whoop-de-doo. Number 2, like I said, Caleb Williams. You call him generational. I call him a serviceable starter, a Pro Bowler. Serviceable starter.
Enlighten me. Hey, look, you got a number 2. I'm not gonna argue it down, but damn, enlighten me, man. That boy got single-digit interceptions across the board, man. That boy, he's everything Bryce Young's supposed to be, and I'm standing on that, Q. I'm standing on business.
You can stand off of business because I keep telling you about them Bryce Young style of players. They don't translate to the NFL well.
Definitely see
but
it. I do see it. Yeah.
If he goes to Chicago, he'll have a chance to come out there. They'll get him a Roman Doomsday probably with that other pick that they're going to get. And they could potentially go and, like I said, get him some weapons. Or if he drops down to number 2 and he goes to Washington, they'll surround him with a receiver. Like I said, they got a Terry McLaurin. They got guys right there that can help him, develop well. I'm just saying, to me, I don't believe in him and his play, but he'll make a good quarterback for somebody. I don't think it's going to be Chicago. That's all I'm saying.
Chicago is in a position where they could rock out with Justin, or they could move Justin and draft Caleb or Drake or whoever they see fit. They ain't in no bad spot, but Caleb been tied to Washington a lot, man. I keep hearing that. I guess with the Kingsbury and being from that area, I think Washington didn't play, man. Washington didn't play, Chicago, and whoever take that pick from Chicago. So I don't think he falls no further than 3. But yeah, he been linked to Washington. I don't think that's a bad situation for him. I don't think Chicago's that bad. I think Chicago a little sleeper, man. Chicago, all right.
I agree with you 100%. And that leads me to my next one. Number 1, when it comes to sitting on the throne of college football, he has sit atop of the throne for years. For the last 2 years in specific, he has been the guy. He has been the number 1 guy to me. And I watched them did every single thing that they could to this guy. They took away his number 1 option in Devontae Walker when it came for him transferring on over. They let him play partial part of the season. Look, even his tight end has numbers. You look around, this team is built and it's structured around the great Drake May. They don't have the best offensive line. They don't have a dominant running back, but still this guy gets it done. Like I said, Drake May, 3,600 yards, 24 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. To me, I think it's so close with him and Caleb Williams with the numbers. Caleb Williams drew 6 more touchdowns, but like I said, Caleb Williams had all the weapons that he had to go in the season. This young fella, 6 touchdowns less, didn't even have his number 1 receiver. So that makes a difference to me in my book personally with the output that he would have been able to put out, not having everything that he came to the table with, but he still made lemons and made lemonade. He had lemons and made lemonade, bro. And goddamn it, he made country time to me. So I'm putting him as my number 1 college quarterback of the 2023-24 season. He will be, to me. I'm thinking if Chicago has to take a pick off of Fields and go in the draft and get a quarterback, everybody thinks it's going to be Caleb Williams, but I think it's going to be Drake May.
Okay. I'm gonna give you some pushback right there. I think Chicago did that before, man. I feel like Chicago did that before, man.
If you say Mitchell Trubisky,
we saw Mitch down there, Q, and do they want to go down that road again? Now I don't think he's Mitch. I don't. Drake showed it a little bit more than Mitch did. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna call him the great Drake, man. He damn sure he can be great. He can be great. But I feel like Chicago been down that road, man. I think it's either Justin or Caleb for them. But if they was to take Drake May, man, he ain't going, like I said, he not going in no bad situation, Q. I can see him doing something there, man. He'll develop down there. I do. But like I said, they've been down that road before. You know,
I
I'm
agree.
superstitious. I'm superstitious.
Look, if y'all watching this right now and y'all feel the way that he do, put it in the chat right now. I think, and maybe I'm a little wild right now, maybe I'm not, but I think without the headache, without, my daddy speaking for me, I think Drake May is a far better option for any team than Caleb Williams is, because he comes with less headache, number one. And you're going to get a guy that can, when it comes to arm talent, whose arm talent is better between Drake May and Caleb Williams?
Pure arm talent? I'm going to rock with Drake. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Rock with Drake.
I mean, I'm just being real. When you look at a guy that can make all the deep ball passes, we make all the plays. When we saw this guy, he was making play after play. And like I said, without his number one receiver, he was giving cats the business. I love it.
Pure arm talent, I'm with you, Q, but when that play break down and you need somebody special, you go see Caleb. You go watch what Caleb do.
I hear you drop. Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. This is how we're gonna segue into our next segment. I think, and if you feel the way how we do, let us know in the chat. Let us know how you feel. Go ahead and put it down there right now. Who you feeling? Who you not feeling?
Let me know what you think about that list. Let me know. I want to talk about it. Let me know. Definitely do that.
Oh yeah. I couldn't remember the guy name though. His tight end. Oh God, it's gonna hit me sooner or later. The tight end from UNC. I think he was set to go into the draft. Tyler. It's gonna hit me later on, but
it ain't coming to me. I don't know that tight end. I ain't familiar. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't familiar.
It's gonna hit me sooner or later. But look, let's get into it as we do. The next segment we're gonna get into the quarterback debate. We're gonna talk a little bit about this thing called top 10. We're gonna rank these guys in the tier list. So without further ado, we're gonna get into it as we do. Let's showcase.
Let's see what we got.
Hold on. It was there and it went away for a second. We back though. All right. Talk to me, MDJ. We got everything listed as unicorns, Pro Bowlers, starters. Any questionable quarterbacks, you put them down as we need more time. Anybody that you don't think you need more time on and just not good on the starting level, you put them in as backups. So let's get into it as we do.
I mean, I see some good guys on that list, man.
Oh yeah. So first and foremost, Josh Allen. Where do you put the great Josh Allen at?
You said it right, man. You know, he got to be somewhere at the very top of the top. He got to be up there. In my opinion, I think he's the second best quarterback in the NFL. That's just me. So I definitely think that boy is a unicorn, man. You don't just get a Josh Allen, but every so many years, Q.
So I'm gonna give you a little bit of pushback. So that we're gonna put him in the unicorn category, but I'm asking this because you say he the second best. Have you forgotten about King Joe Burrow and the 10 sacks that he took to lift that team up and take them a couple of years back into playoff? This guy is a legend, bro. Joe Burrow already. Have you forgotten about him?
I ain't
the
forgot
one man.
I ain't forgot him. I definitely can't forgive him. You know, I'm not gonna sit there and act like it's a big degrees of separation between them two. But you know, I watched one damn near with his damn team to some dubs. I've seen him get some shit away too. I ain't gonna sit there and act like he walk on water. And I seen Josh Allen get some games away, man. But look, man, when it come down to it, man, if you got when he meet that guy Patrick Mahomes, he show up every damn time. Now he ain't coming back with the W if it's playoffs or something on the line, but that boy show up every damn time. And Joe do too. Don't get me wrong, but just physically what he could do as far as running that ball, passing that ball, I think you don't get too many Josh Allens, man. You ain't seen too many Josh Allens. We've seen a couple Joes. But Joe Cool, that guy too. Now I can't just say I'm not gonna front on him. If you feel like we need to change that, I can't. I won't even argue with it. I won't argue with that.
I'm gonna put it like this. And it to me, there's only 3 unicorns in this entire list. And for me, it's always going to be Pat. It's always going to be Josh Allen, and it's the man that Pat also said he feared the most, Joe Burrow. Those 3 to me are going to be the top tier, the upper echelon, and they're always going to be the 3 guys that sit amongst Mount Everest.
Yeah,
but
I just want to say something about that one guy, man. Put some respect on it. I want you to take Joe, and I want you to take Josh, and I need Mahomes just at the very front of that thing, man.
I disrespected him. Oh, okay, my bad.
Just slightly, man. He just on it. He different. That boy just different, man. That boy just different.
Well, let me make sure I put this in perspective.
We could do that. We could do that. We could definitely do that, man. Joe took a beating in that damn Tennessee game, man. Joe took a damn beating and brought them boys back. Joe do his numbers. Only thing I can say about Joe, man, I love it when he stay healthy. He got a little injury bug stay on his ass, but Joe is like that.
All right. Next up, he was in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Now with Philly in full rebuild, how are you feeling about Jalen Hurts?
I'm gonna be real, man. Jalen had that season, and damn it, he lit it up, Q. But I feel like what hurt him is when Shane left that offense. When Shane Steichen went to the Colts, I saw Jalen Hurts drop just a little bit. Actually, I seen him drop a lot of bit. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. But Jalen Hurts is good, man. I like Jalen Hurts. Gritty. He works on his game. I think Philly needed that damn tush push. Is taking some years off that damn boy, but he's good, man. He's good. He can't be up there with them 3 guys there. He can't be up there with them 3. The only reason I'm gonna put him at Pro Bowl is because if he lucky he ain't in the AFC with the dogs, but in the NFC he's probably a Pro Bowler. Q, I think.
I agree with you.
He is a Pro Bowler. He is.
He's a Pro Bowler. He's one of those guys. He'll be perennially like leading his team, but it's just like when it comes to getting to those guys right up there, up top, he gonna always come second.
He ain't got that.
He ain't built like that. Now, this one is intriguing because we saw him burst on the scene in LA. We saw him come out with 5,000 yards, 4,000 yards, 4,000 again, and it seems to be it wasn't enough to keep his coach. Got the guy fired. We're talking about Justin Herbert. Where do you place him?
Oh man, Justin Herbert, man. Everything you could ask for. The size, man, elite size, elite arm. The damn boy more athletic than they give him credit for. Tough as nails, boy. He another tough one, just like Joe. One thing I watched Justin Herbert play Kansas City, man. Them boys had punctured one of his ribs. The boy stayed in that damn game. And, they didn't take him off the field. He still was delivering the ball. He just can't win the big one, man. You know what I'm saying? I watched Trevor Lawrence walk him down when that never should have happened. Trevor Lawrence walked him down. I mean, he in the AFC, ain't nothing but dogs over there. So if we going by technicality, he probably ain't gonna see the Pro Bowl over there. He will. I mean, here and there, but if we going by technicality, damn, if he was in the NFC, he'd be one of them guys. But just over there, I think. I guess by that I will put him in starters. Let me say this though, I think he's better than Jalen Hurts. I do. I think he's better than Jalen Hurts, but
because of where he at.
Yeah, but just because of where he at, and I think he'll be a lot better with Harbaugh coming here too. But just because of where he at, I would put him in the starters. Damn Pro Bowl talent. He better than Jalen Hurts, in my opinion. Just my opinion. What you think?
I agree 100-fold. Like we saw him this past season, Keenan Allen and the crew. They can't seem to get over the hump because it's just they're so stacked in the AFC. Now you got the coach that'll help you. Now you got draft picks. You're going to have a guy that's going to build a contender over there with Jim Harbaugh. I wanted Jim Harbaugh so bad. But we got Canales, so yeah.
I would love to have him too. I think every NFL team wants a coach like Harbaugh, man. Harbaugh proven, man. Harbaugh proven. It ain't too many guys I think could jump back and forth, and I still have faith in him. But damn it, I got faith. Them Chargers gonna be all right next year, Q. I do. As long as that boy right there stay healthy, they're gonna be all right.
Them boys stretch me out, man. They do.
Yeah, they got everything they need, but they just can't get over the hump.
They can't get over the hump, bro.
They can't do it.
You in the NFL, bro, and you in the AFC, one of the toughest divisions, one of the toughest conferences over there, period. So you got to, bro, you have to ascend somehow.
They tighten that offensive line up for him, man. That boy got everything it takes, but it's just where he at, man. I can't. Just where he at, man. He's just a starter, bro. You know what I'm saying? If he was in the NFC, he'd be somewhere totally. He better than Jalen Hurts, in my opinion. But starter, solid starter, damn good starter.
Okay. Well, the next one is going to be intriguing. You saw him have a resurgence in Detroit. You saw them help lead them guys to playoff wins for the first time in a handful of years. You could say well over a decade plus. So Jared Goff how do you see Jared Goff? How do you look at him?
Man, Jared Goff, solid. Very, very solid. Damn, where do I want to put him? Do I want? He in the NFC, and you know what? He a star. He's not a Pro Bowl. He ain't a Pro Bowl.
How come?
It's just some other guys that I feel like it's the Pro Bowlers in the NFC. And I got three guys ahead of him, man. I can't. There's nothing wrong with his game. I just see him as a solid starter, Q. I can't. It's just other guys. It's just other guys above him. We ain't got to yet. So that's okay. Right now. That's where I will put him. I feel like out of that trade with Detroit and the Rams, I think it worked out for both teams. You see what Matthew Stafford went and did. When healthy, I got Matthew Stafford over him. I just do. You know what I'm saying? When healthy. I know.
Oh yeah, we gonna definitely get to that one. Oh man,
I know, but you know,
Stafford time has come and gone.
Jared Goff in that damn system has been looking real good, man. Just overall, man. I just got other guys. I just got a couple other young guys. There's Pro Bowlers on that side, on that NFC side. Man.
All right. Next up, starter in Seattle, Geno Smith.
Damn Geno, man. If I'm being real, man, you know, mid, ginger ale. I mean, he good, he cool. I mean, you know. Hey, look, yeah, you put him where you want to, Q. I ain't gonna knock my guy, man. Geno came back with a vengeance, man. They wrote that damn boy off, man. He showed the hell up, got him a damn contract. Good job, Geno. It took him long enough. But, you know, I ain't going to keep knocking. You go ahead, Q. What you think about
had he been more consistent, I would put him in the starters with Herbert and Goff. But I need more time because he's only had a 2-year resurgence.
Yeah.
I need to see more. He's went 10 years of stinking it up. I just can't, you know, say, hey, he's going to be for the next 3-4 years a contending type of quarterback. Nah, I need more time, bro.
He just like that. If he was tater chips, you know, that yellow bag of tater, just plain tater chips, you know.
Just plain Lay's. You're right.
Okay, you cool. I mean,
no salt, no seasoning, nothing sprinkled over.
Nothing, ain't nothing special. He all right.
Well, speaking of another guy with no sprinkling on him, Dak Prescott.
Good old Dak, man. Hey, look, Dak is well, you just don't know what the fuck you're gonna get, right? If he's some chill, he's like a party mix. You reaching that, motherfucker might pull out a pretzel or some Cheetos or something. You know what the fuck.
Oh my god, you don't know what you gonna get from him.
Hey, look, boy, if it's a regular season game, I like Dak, man. When it's playoff time, boy, that boy scared the shit out of me, man. I put my seatbelt on, you know. Damn, starter. Boy had a damn Pro Bowl numbers, but I ain't forget that. You still that. You that Prescott. I want to put him at the starters, but feel free to push back and put him where you feel like.
Right now, I almost put him in the more time category because every year it's the same thing.
Q, you can slide him down there. I'm with you. I'm kind of with you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of with you, bro. I'm gonna say more time because I want to see it in the playoffs. That's it.
Yeah,
he a damn solid starter. Shit, I would, man, motherfucking shit on Dak. I wouldn't mind having Dak in Carolina, man. I ain't paying him all that damn money. But
to do what? What the hell Dak gonna do in Carolina?
And that could get you. Yeah, I'm tripping, man. My bad.
Yeah. What you got in that cup over there? What you got in that cup over there, bro? Good God.
Geno Smith, some ginger ale.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Pardon me.
Okay. The next guy we got, I'm going to go with Lamar Jackson. He had his little contract dispute. He wanted to be paid like one of the top guys. You saw him in this in this last season with he just didn't cut the mustard. I don't know what happens to him playoff times, but playoff Lamar just did not show up. Where do you put him?
I think Lamar let America down, man. I think we all was rooting for you, man. In the regular season, man, Lamar don't do nothing but win you fucking games. That's all the boy do, win you games. He be efficient. Man, it's just where he at, man. He's a Pro Bowler, bro. Q. He's a damn Pro Bowler. Boy,
I agree.
He'll give you 3,000 and damn near 1,000 on the ground if they let him. Pro Bowler.
But the problem with me is he's a Pro Bowler. He's in that Jalen Hurts category, but we have people keep putting him in that unicorn category just because he can run, just because he can, he can extend plays and whatnot. And yes, that shit is good for the regular season. But when it comes to putting everything on the line, nah, they're gonna have that linebacker on spy, and you ain't going nowhere. And that's what you saw this past playoffs. They had him on spy. He couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, man, winning the damn playoffs, man. We might can slide you up there, Lamar, but Pro Bowler, man. I don't want to knock him too bad, man. But I feel like he let us down. He let a lot of us down in the playoffs. Yeah,
he damn sure did. Let's talk about it. But before we get to the young guys, I'm gonna say the young guys closer to last because I'm gonna be petty with that. But Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford.
Pad Stafford. That's what they call him on FS1.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
He on the NFC side, man. Hell of a run that Super Bowl year, right? Then the next year he was hurt. Then this year he came back. You see, them boys went to the playoffs. They start off shaky. Look what he got Puka Nacua looking like. Cooper Kupp, OBJ when he was there. You give him some weapons, man. He get the best out of them players. I like Matthew Stafford a lot. On the NFC side, I gotta put him as a starter. Q. He's not a Pro Bowler. He on the edge of it like golf. He ain't a Pro Bowler. He's just a starter.
Okay.
But I like Matthew Stafford. I like Matthew Stafford a lot.
I give you that. Stafford is that guy. We've seen him won on pivotal levels in big games, and he's shown up. That was the knock with him early in his career. He could not win the big one. Since then, he has changed and elevated himself. I like him. Next guy. Derek Carr. Welcome to the NFC South. Derek Carr.
Derek fucking Carr. I'm gonna keep it a beam, man. I expected a lot more than I saw out of him in New Orleans, man. And he had opportunity. I feel like he's had opportunity. He as far as coaches, man, he done had a carousel door as far as coaches. He has put up numbers before, but
hell, you keep getting the coaches fired.
Yeah, I can't argue that either, man. He just ain't he not it no more, man. He damn it, he won't never hit really, Carr. He was all right though, but you just ain't it, man. I don't even want to put him in more time because he had time, Q. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like New Orleans got some weapons over there, man.
If New Orleans was to get a young prospect at quarterback right now, this cat would be a backup immediately.
He would, man.
Um, and they paid him so much money to come in to be the guy. And after he gets there, he Houdini's them. I mean, he's just not the guy. No matter what they do, you have Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas, Chris Olave. You could have anybody on God's green earth come and play with this boy. Devontae Adams. Hell, you had Jacobs, the best running back in the league, with him, and he couldn't get it done. I'm under the impression
they got his boy for him, man.
It's not them, it's him. He got to go. Back up.
Back up, brother. You first one down there, man. You know, and like I said, I like him. He just can't go in more time because he didn't have time. So back up for sure.
Oh man, speaking of another guy that Daniel Jones, how you feeling about him?
Overpaid. Should never got his money. He just a backup to me, Q. I don't need more time with him. I just feel like they can get somebody better, man. The Giants know they can get somebody better. The problem is they went ahead and they paid him off that one season, man. Desperation is a motherfucker in the NFL, man.
Mm-hmm. How about this guy, Sam Howell, threw for 4,000 yards this year. How would you handle him?
If it was me, Q, more time. If it was me. But it ain't me. And clearly Washington is looking to draft a quarterback. Maybe he can go to another situation. I don't think he had a bad season this year. Interceptions are a little high, but I feel like his offensive coordinator didn't help him because they damn sure wouldn't run the ball in Washington.
That's the problem. Philosophy is what hurt Sam Howell this year. We saw this guy top 5 in all quarterback statistical categories, and he led majority of the league this whole season, just about up until the end. And then, like I said, they didn't run the ball. The offensive line they were terrible on the offensive line. But still, this guy was still able to come out and give you production from the quarterback spot. Like I said, 4,200 yards ain't a little bit of a yardage. That's a serviceable quarterback, bro.
And I'm gonna tell you what, Q. Like I said, a lot of it is they won't. I'm telling you, man, they won't run the ball in Washington. But man, QB numbers across the board this year was down, Q. And that boy, he showed he could put that mug in the air, man. So for me, I would say more time. The sad thing about him, man, probably gonna be a backup this year somewhere, if not in Washington. But I say more time. Just me personally, man.
All right. Next up, we got the guy. When you look at time, Russell Wilson. How you feeling about him?
Q, I want to bounce off you on this one, man. You put him where you want to put him, and then I'm gonna say what I got to say. But you put him where you want to put him.
Okay.
I got to take on Russ.
I think Russ at this point is a backup. He has to come to the consensus that he's a backup. Now he had great numbers this year. He threw I think it was 28-6 over there in Denver.
I know it was about 28 touchdowns,
28-6 over there. He was efficient, but the problem is this guy is a head case. And as long as the aura, the perception, who he is outside of football always gets in the way of who he is on the field. That's the same problem that our guy Cam used to have.
Yeah.
You're hurting yourself more than you're helping yourself, and it's hard for a coach to take on this guy knowing that all that comes with him, the pocket space. This guy calling coaches and players on block numbers because he don't want them to have his phone number. I mean, it's just too much for me, bro. He's a locker room cancer. And I don't think he'll ever, like right now, there might be a team that's knocking down the door to get him. And once he gets there, he's going to tear up that locker room. So you can get him if you want to. He's a backup caliber guy. And until he accepts that role, that's where I'm always keep him at.
All facts, Q. I feel like Russ got baggage, right? And I feel like you could put him on different teams, and that boy, he's a starter for real. Like let's be real. But he's a starter off what he did in the past. He's a starter off you got a young you got a young team and a guy that you want to develop, you can put him there. But what you need Russ to do is leave his damn ego at the door. And I think that's what hurt him at Denver. They paid him like he was still top tier. For what he did in the league, top tier for sure. But I feel like he's going to be a starter somewhere. But I can't argue him being on the backup list just because he has that baggage with him, man, that ego. Like I said, man, pride always come before the fall. And in Denver, I just think it got the best of him, man. I was hearing reports of he had his own office and shit, just outlandish shit. You ain't played a damn snap in Denver, man. You know, in Seattle, yeah, you got an office. Don't just come here and move. The office don't come with you, Russ. You know what I'm saying? In that first season, he didn't get them boys shit. Sean Payton kind of tried to put him in his place, and you know, it is what it is. He looking for a job right now. I think he's gonna get a job, and I think he is gonna start somewhere. But it's not a long-term starting situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think personally, I think he's gonna go either to Atlanta, Las Vegas, or Pittsburgh. I could see him going to Pittsburgh, and then I could see Pittsburgh drafting somebody. You know, a situation like that. But for right now, I think you got him in the right spot as a backup. But I do think he will start somewhere.
Yes, sir. I agree 100%. Next up, these next ones are going to probably fly. Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins, man. I don't need more time, man. Starter. I think he's still a starter, but age catching up with his ass, man. And then the injury bug done bit him in the leg, so.
It's gonna be hard to come back from that.
I can't argue with putting him in backup or starter. I would put him as a starter, man. And he another guy who will do just enough to stay the hell around, but won't get you over the hump.
The great Aaron Rodgers himself, the guy that's supposed to take the Jets to the promised land, but he got hurt.
Yeah, man, the injury bug done bit him too, man. Hey, look. He's a starter just because of what he's done in the past. That's the only reason. I still think he can get some good football out on the Jets for the right situation. Very situational with him. Damn, he used to be a Pro Bowler, but he done went to the AFC with them dogs, man. Solid, just an old solid starter, in my opinion.
I think we could start off there, but I'm gonna elevate him just a little bit more. I think the former MVP, he just won the MVP a year ago. This guy right here, even at the ripe age of, I think, he 37, 38? Still can play the He 42 and give you solid numbers. So I'm putting him right now, if he was to go head-to-head with Jalen Hurts or Lamar, he'll beat them guys He'll beat them guys. He'll do more.
For sure.
He'll make a play, one more play at least more than them to get out there and outwin that game. So I got more faith in him than I do Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson.
For sure. Let's see how the rest of the list shake out, and we'll see if anything changes, man. You know, and I can't argue with him being Pro Bowl. Like you said, just people forget 2 years ago, back-to-back MVP. In fact, you know. So don't sleep on him. He an old dog. Old dog.
He that guy. Okay. That's pretty much most of the old guys. So everything. Oh, okay. Deshaun Watson, starter in Cleveland.
Man, that stuff messed him up, man. I was high on Deshaun Watson. That's why I was shaking my head, man, because I know what he was in Houston, man. And it's like, you know, I can't even. Just to me, by default, starter. I damn near want to say more time because we ain't seen shit in Cleveland. But I just think, man, that taking a year off and all that mess got to him, bro. Overpaid starter.
Yeah, I agree with you 1,000%. I would put him.
I can see it. I'm telling you, I can see that. I really do. But I just feel like, man, that stuff. He doesn't have the time, and it's wearing on him, in my opinion. But
I was this close to putting him in the backups category.
Yeah.
I was this close.
For sure. Man, they get it right. And look, man, I'm gonna tell you what didn't help him. Joe Flacco didn't help him, man. You damn near could put him in backup because I felt like Joe Flacco looked better than he did in that offense.
You damn right. You let a backup quarterback come and take your team to the playoffs and about almost won. That's not good. All right, we got right here Tua Tagovailoa. This is always a curious one.
It is, man. And look, man, drive me somewhere, man, and I'll touch on it, man.
All right, I'm gonna put Tua in the need more time because in the AFC, last year he was top 5 and quarterbacks, but that's after the injury. Sure. The size, you know, we always say prototypical size exists for a reason, and then this year they get bounced out very early, and it's like if Tua could give them just a little bit more, they would be elevated because you got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Devin Achane. You got an offensive line that, like I said, they got dogs on their offensive line, but they just can't seem to get over the hump, and it's from quarterback play. He has to do a little bit better. So I need more time to see what he can develop into, even though I don't think he's the guy.
Man, Tua leave a lot on the plate to me, man. With the weapons he got and the offensive mind that coach got, man, running backs, the system, the way they run the ball in Miami, man, that's one thing people sleep on in Miami. They run the ball good as hell down there, man. More time by default, but I think this is last year. It's a make or break year for him, man. I think he got to win something. They got to move forward in the playoffs for him to keep that starting job. I really feel like that.
Man, it's one of those things. If he don't get it done this year right here, they'll be in the draft looking for another quarterback. Whew. Now we can start the youth movement at quarterback now. Let's get into it as we do. This next quarterback was taken a couple of years back, number 1 overall. We all project this guy to be the dog that he is. Jacksonville's very own, Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, man, he had a bad rookie season, man. I just think in the AFC, with some of them guys he got there, I would put him in the starters queue.
Yeah.
This year he had Pro Bowl numbers. He had some Pro Bowl numbers with a lot of high interceptions, but I say starters.
He one tier away from being elevated to Pro Bowlers to me.
Yeah, he's just right underneath there. Yeah, he right on the line, but he ain't there yet.
Okay, next guy, Brock Purdy. Now this is the most controversial one out of everybody. Where do you place? Everybody call him game manager Brock Purdy.
High level game manager. I'm gonna put some respect on his name, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Pro Bowler, bro. He got weapons with him, but I can't knock a man for what he got. He got what he got, and he delivers with what he got. Now, big games he win them. Playoffs, they got to the Super Bowl. He didn't win the Super Bowl, but damn, they game went to overtime. He damn near beat somebody that they talking about could be the GOAT. Patrick Mahomes gonna break a lot of hearts. If Patrick Mahomes won in that Super Bowl, the 49ers got a ring.
They got a ring.
They got a ring, man. I'm gonna say Pro Bowler, and I do think he's a game manager. Do I think it's some quarterbacks underneath him that's better than him? Yes, I do. But he is a Pro Bowler. There's nothing wrong being a game manager.
This is another one that's intriguing. Justin Fields.
He on his last leg. I would say more time. He on his last leg. It ain't even all the way. More time. I'm gonna give him one more season, Q.
That was too funny. He on his last legs. I agree 100%. Next up, Kyler Murray.
I see a lot of when I see Kyler Murray, I see potential, man, and I do see some setbacks in his stature. But if it was me, I'd say starter. He can put some numbers up if he stay healthy though, but starter.
Kyler Murray, a little bad motherfucker, man. I don't care what nobody says.
I like him.
He bad.
Like that. Look, people, 2 Pro Bowls back to back came in here setting shit on fire, man. Don't sleep on that boy. And they ain't have a lot of errors on him, so don't sleep on him.
He got the arm, like him playing baseball. He is gifted as hell. To anybody who watching this and Kyler Murray is your quarterback, you better rest easy and get that boy some weapons because he need help.
Man, you give him a receiver or put someone on that line, man. Hey, look, I like the little connection him and Trey McBride got, man. That tight end they got, I like him too. That's another guy, but But yeah, who we got next, Q?
Jordan Love.
And look, man, that boy showed me something, man. Hey, look, I'm high. I'm real high on Jordan Love, so forgive me, but Pro Bowler, and that's why I didn't want to put Goff there. And I'm gonna tell you why. In the playoffs, Jordan Love delivered. He had the damn 49ers on the edge, man. He sat for a long time. Go look at them numbers this year, Q. I think he trending up. So I put him in Pro Bowl. Wouldn't argue if you slid him down, but that's what you think?
I think he should be the top of the starters, and that's just my opinion. I got him at Pro Bowlers right now because he seems to be arrived, but we only saw 1 year of this, and so it's like I need to see a little bit more before I jump off the hinge. But I'm going to leave him there at Pro Bowlers because I see the potential of him being the guy in Green Bay. But I think he's ahead of Herbert and them boys.
Yeah, just to put a little slack on the list, man, on the NFC side and the AFC side, you can only get 3 Pro Bowlers out there. So Purdy for sure, Love, and Hurts for right now. I'm sitting here looking at who we got already up here. I think I'm cool with that. If you want to slide him down or just let me know. But I think I like him as a Pro Bowler, man.
Yeah. Okay. How about this next guy, young guy, Will Levis?
More time.
I agree.
Need more time.
We need to see what he can develop into. AR-15, same draft class. My boy, King Richard, the 15.
Man, he gonna back up Gardner Minshew again, man.
Say what?
Huh? Gardner Minshew gonna start over him. They gonna re-sign Gardner Minshew.
No, he isn't, man. Y'all gotta stop this shit, man.
Minshew.
Come on, Andy Bryce.
I'm messing with you a little bit, man. For sure. Look, man, them 2 games, I think he played 2 games. One was it more? He showed
he played.
He did. He
won 2 games. He played like 4.
Oh, okay, that system tailored for him, man. I more time, but I think he's gonna be all right, man.
Yeah,
I do.
I think
say more time.
I'm gonna put him at more time right now, but I think he's gonna be a solid starter in this league.
Yeah. Had he played the season, he would be up there.
Next up, trash ass Desmond Ridder.
Back up.
I think we all both agree that he should be at the back of the list.
Oh yeah.
Who we got here? I'm gonna hold on that one. That's gonna be the last one we put in. CJ Stroud.
I see. I say he on the AFC side. There's some dogs over there, right?
Yeah.
We slid Justin Herbert to start or whatever. I think CJ better than them boys, man. That's just me. I know it's only 1 season, right? You would love to see more, right? But for me, I would put that boy as a Pro Bowler. But if you was to put him at starter or say you wanted to see it again, I can't argue with you because I don't have nothing to stand on. So if he's a starter or a Pro Bowler, I'm not mad.
I'm going to put him in Pro Bowlers because he was a top 5 MVP candidate this year.
For sure.
He turned around a franchise single-handedly. This guy they were responsible. He made Nico Collins. He made Tank Dell. He made these guys better. Laramie Tunsil was the only thing he had on that offensive line. We saw him in preseason, about almost damn near got killed. And they went in, and I'm talking about hell of a coaching staff. They made adjustments. And this boy came out here with a lackluster line and made things happen. Going from a franchise that only won 2 games the year before to 10 games in the playoffs and winning a playoff game and about almost competing for the division. I mean, competing for the AFC over there. They already 4 years ahead.
Ahead, man, Q. And any Texans fans out there, man, you got a bright future, man. You got a guy quarterback. You got a head coach, rookie. 2 rookies came in there and showed they could do their damn job at a high level, man. Y'all want a playoff game, man? Hey, the Texans they trending up.
Baker Mayfield. How do you feel about Baker? He's the starter for the Bucks. They got him in a Panther uniform here, but we all know why he was just at our team at the corner end of last year.
Yeah, don't nobody give a fuck about Baker. They put him in whatever. They don't give a fuck about Baker. I don't give a fuck about Baker. Baker's a starter in certain situations. Only certain
You saw they
situations.
re-up him. They re-up him today. You saw that?
And these days, that's all it takes is 1 year. They forget about what you did previously. And don't get me wrong, Baker gritty, man. Baker got something in him that I do like. I wish he would have did more for us. By default, he a starter, but I ain't mad if he a backup, man. Certain teams, he just a backup, but he can start on a couple teams in the league right now.
Baker just signed a 3-year, $100 million contract with the Bucks. Whoo! Talk about a guy with some money. Look, shout out to Big Bake over there. He is very much so going to be holding the stakes until we get our quarterback position right. Shout out to them boys for thinking that Baker was going to be the guy. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I'm going to put Baker. I don't think Baker is a starter in this league, and I don't need more time to see what he is. I think he's a backup right now, overachieving. I think he's a backup.
Yeah, if you do put him in starter, it's by default. Like I said, it's only about a handful of teams he would start on anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't mad at him back up.
As we drawing close to the end, Mac Jones. We got 2 more to go. Mac Jones, and then you see Bryce Young at the bottom. I'm gonna save him for last. Mac Jones.
Okay. Back up.
That was simple. All right.
You saw they traded that boy today to Jacksonville, and what are you gonna do there? Back up.
Yes, sir.
Back up.
Well, I had to put him there because he was the only starter, other than him and that boy over there in Patriots. They basically the same player.
Yeah, they the same guy.
Okay, here we go. To all our guys that are Panther fans and you watching this right now, Bryce Young name has just came up. Now, a lot of you guys are going to say, put him in with the Unicorns. Put him with the. He should be. It's not Bryce's fault that this season went this way. Y'all stop that shit. Let's be real. I know y'all may think y'all need more time, but MDJ, where do you see Bryce at?
I damn near want to crawl under my damn desk, man. Hey, look, man. Man, they be calling me MD Bryce and shit, man. And this right here is why. This is why, man.
Here we go.
And I'm openly telling you this, right? I'm telling you this. I'm clearly biased. I'm biased. I'm a Panther fan. I'm not a Bryce fan. I don't like Bryce. I don't think he's it, bro. You got to give him more time, man. I feel like you naturally have to. He started the whole season. Was there any bright spots? Very, very damn few. You got to give him. Look, man, I don't want to say this shit, man. Somebody got to say this shit, man. If it's me, I'm putting him in more time, man. But I don't like Bryce, man. I don't think he it, man. Just more time, man. Give me more time so I can see that he ain't shit.
Yes, to everybody who's coming in, we are Panther fans, and yes, we are very. What's the word? We're steadfast on how we believe. Bryce Young has had an underwhelming season this season. 2,700 yards, 11 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Mediocre, probably one of the worst rookie seasons we've seen. It's probably top 5 worst rookie seasons ever.
Yep.
I have never seen anything more worse than this. One guy is inserted on a team and the whole team gets fired. The coaches, the coaching staff, the quarterback's coach, the offensive coordinator. They firing players left and right. It's a fire sale because his style of play, like I told y'all in the beginning of the video, is not transferable to the NFL. And people refuse to listen to me. They'll scream, Bryce. It's not his fault. It is his fault. It's our fault for picking this little son of a bitch and thinking he worth a damn. Where do I put him? I put this bitch below the backups. I'd probably leave him back down there where he's sitting at. He don't deserve.
By your damn self.
This little bitch don't deserve to even be in the quarterback tier list, and he don't even deserve to be in the backups because that's just how bad he was this season. As a fan, that would be me saying what I saw and amplifying it because I'm upset as a fan. But I'm gonna be realistic, and I'm gonna say, to me right now, he was listed 33, 30. I think they had him listed like 34, 35 totally out of all quarterbacks, which means he's listed as a backup, even though he's a starter. His numbers to me signify unless he turn this thing around, he averaging 160 yards, 170 yards a game. You can't win in the NFL with that. And I know everybody say offensive line, wide receivers, running backs. Well, I'm gonna put this nugget here for you. Sam Darnold had the same thing and gave you better numbers. Sam Darnold. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, look at this picture, Q. Sneaky face motherfucker, man. Oh man, I can't stand the motherfucker, man. And I always on this side of this fight every fucking time, man. I put my damn self in this shit. I would put him on more time, bro. I mean, no, listen, man. Nobody thinks that the Panthers have any weapons. They think our offensive line sucks. A lot of this is true. We know this. A lot of it is true. But he don't add nothing to the situation, and that's the problem with Bryce. He don't add no glimmer of hope. You don't see him and be like, oh, he all right, man. You don't see nothing. He ain't showed you nothing. I say more time by default, but if he was a backup on any other team, that motherfucker's a damn backup, man. And I just feel like he was the number one overall pick, so you had to roll him out there. You just had to.
I got to the point. I went and saw him in person this year, and I was so underwhelmed by what we saw from the quarterback position. I went week 2. It was Monday night, the opener, and it was atrocious. It's like you watching him. His decision making is terrible. He was throwing off of his back, tippy toes, and I'm like, interception after interception. You can't see across the middle of the field. Those are things that I don't. Like I said, people say, hey, you're too hard on him. No, I'm not. I'm not hard enough because in the NFL, had Bryce Young been anybody else, and I mean anybody else, you go back to history with the previous picks, like Blaine Gabbert. Blaine Gabbert had a terrible year in Jacksonville. He was never heard of again. He was a backup last time we saw him. You go to different guys around here who just couldn't cut the mustard. But because this boy is a baby face and he has the media behind him, I have never seen somebody lose more games and get more fans to love him. And they'll realize that the guy that they're looking at, until they look in the mirror and realize that he's not it, they're going to give him every resource known to man, and they're going to kill this team trying to do it. And we don't have the benefits of throwing away picks or throwing away money, but we're going to do it chasing what we think is the ghost of Cam Newton, because they think this boy can come and lift a franchise up and he can't do it. I'm tired. I've had enough of trying to figure this thing out. So I'm going to leave it to MDJ, man.
Man, listen, man, when you bring the screen up, just put his ass at the bottom, bro. Just put it. You convinced me, man. You made me relive this shit. And I'm trying to be realistic here, man. Don't get me wrong, man. I swear I'm trying, bro. I don't need more time. I see. You know why everybody say he need more time? I'm gonna keep it real, man. We in the backyard. We at the barbershop. We can say he's sorry as hell. We see it. You know what I'm saying? But you turn on ESPN, man. Anybody who got any type of credibility of evaluating quarterbacks, they think he's gonna be just fine. And I'll be looking at that shit, and the shit give me hope maybe for about till the next Sunday, and I saw that motherfucker my damn self, and I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about, man? Just put him in the backups.
That's because
show me you a little bit better next season. I'll move you up next time we do this shit. Put him in the backups, Q. He ain't it, man.
They're not in tune with like how we are.
They're not looking at it on the ground level.
There it is. They're just looking at him for 5 seconds and say, oh, he'll be fine. He'll work that out. He'll shake that off. No, he's not. You're looking at this and you're saying, how? He got his tight end almost killed. The boy, he ended this man's career by sending him across the field and throwing a pass that It was a terrible pass.
The ball never should have went where it went. For one, he threw it high, but on top of that, he never should have threw the ball. Shouldn't have went there anyway. And it's a shame what happened to Hayden Hurst, and he's not even gonna be on our roster next year, man. I just wish the best for him, but you know it happens. But man, it's so much stuff that with Bryce Young where it just he ain't it. I say just put him in. I want you to put him in the. I want you to put him in the backups. I was saying more time to be courteous. Just put him in the backups, man.
Look, backups. He is in now. And to anybody who feels different, make sure you comment below. This has been your boy Dub Q. Look, I've had a good time. This is the first video with my dog MDJ. Oh, yeah. I think we might be here to stay, man. I think so. How you feeling?
And look, man, I'm around as long as I can be around, you know. But like you said, man, if you think this list bullshit, let me know, man. I want to talk about it, you know.
Them boys ain't shy, MDJ. They'll be all over your ass. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. They ain't shy and they ain't sensitive, so we all right.
Well, make sure y'all do us the illustrious favor, like, comment, and subscribe. We are out here.